film this before the sun goes down because I need lighting in my video and I don't have proper lighting and I don't... Honestly, this is why I didn't want a dog, because I don't like when people interrupt me while I'm talking. Okay, anyways. Hey guys. Before I start this video, I do want to apologize for not filming a video for last week. Last week did get a little, like, stressful for me with school. I don't know why I'm looking this way. I just feel like I'm in denial, so I just need to always look at my right side. Okay. I'm a little weird. Okay. But yeah, so school just got it. Nice, pretty nice. I'm forgetting how to speak now. Okay. School has just been getting, like, really, like, stressful for me, like, the past week. I just hope you guys understand, because I didn't realize I would be this stressed out, but I'm feeling a little better now that I'm not really done my paper yet, but I'll start it after this video. I have this thing of starting papers the day it's due, but this paper is not due today. This paper is actually due tomorrow at 11:59 p.m. So I have a lot of time to finish it. It's just my way of saying it's okay, Pree. It's okay to ugh. In this video, I kind of just really wanted to talk about some of the things that kind of just have been going on with me in terms of not letting my multiple sclerosis or even the coronavirus get to me and get in my way of kind of like achieving things that I want to achieve. Because I did find that multiple sclerosis just always got in the way of everything I wanted to accomplish. For instance, school. Like, I wanted to finish school, but I couldn't finish last year, in which I should had, but I ended up staying back a year because I just wasn't done my course load. Some people just managed to finish university in 4 years, and honestly, kudos to you. But for me, and I know for a lot of other people, like, we can't finish in 4 years. Like, for me, I just couldn't finish in 4 years because I have multiple sclerosis and it has been getting in my way a lot with school. We shouldn't let multiple sclerosis or even freaking COVID just make us feel like we can't accomplish anything in life just because the world kind of just sets us, like, gives us a setback. We shouldn't give up, kind of thing, you know? So in this video, I'm going to be talking about some of the exciting things that have been going on for me in terms of not letting my multiple sclerosis get in the way of my achievements. And with that being said, especially right now with COVID going on, how I just wanted to make this video on how I'm not letting COVID or even multiple sclerosis just screw me over in the end. I can't even speak. But with that being said, it's not, like, I honestly thought multiple sclerosis was going to, like, get in the way of my convocation. But no, it wasn't MS literally standing in my way at the end of the tunnel, but it was the COVID that's literally screwing everyone over and everyone's stuck under that damn tunnel. But the one thing I always do try to remember is that we're all experiencing a loss in some ways, and I shouldn't let COVID or even my multiple sclerosis just stand in the way of my achievements. Like, this is something that I should have learned from earlier on, like, just aside from COVID, but with my multiple sclerosis, I oftentimes found that I just felt like I couldn't accomplish anything just because I couldn't walk for a long period of time, or just because my vision was fucking acting up on me again, or my bladder was just doing its thing and just releasing everything in the wrong moments. So the first thing I wanted to talk about was convocation. So for those of you who don't know, I'm currently doing my 5th year in university, and I go to Ryerson, for those of you who don't know. And I'm literally wrapping up my last semester before I can convocate. My convocation was originally planned for June 2020, so literally in like a few months from now. But with COVID going on, it honestly wouldn't be too safe to even have a convocation with that many people. I didn't realize until honestly last Wednesday, where I was like, oh my god, I don't think I'm having a convocation. Like, me and Jess, my best friend, she's also convocating with me. We're like, what the f***? We worked so hard for 5 years, and then we're going to be told that we're not going to have a convocation, and that's just really upsetting. It really is. University of Toronto cancelled convocation for students who are planning to convocate this June. I don't know if the plans changed because I haven't searched it up again, but they cancelled it, right, last week. And that was what made me like feel like, oh my god, I'm not having a convocation. And what made it all worse was the fact that their freaking diplomas were going to be mailed home as well. And I literally have a screenshot of this, so let me show it to you so you guys believe me when I say this. That was a screenshot I was looking at, and this was a screenshot I sent Jess because I was actually freaking out. I was like, oh my god, University of Toronto is not that far away from Ryerson University, that I just had an inkling that Ryerson was going to cancel convocation too. Just think about it, like being like 5 years in university is hard as it is, right? But basically just also having to deal with multiple sclerosis is also even harder, like while being in school. Like this is something I've never complained about because it's not something I could complain about because I've never been at the verge of like actually passing away, right? So I just always took it as like, I don't know, grain of salt. But it just, when I was thinking about it, I was like, what the hell? Like for the past 5 years I've been going through symptoms with my multiple sclerosis. I got diagnosed with my MS at the end of my second year, so in 2017. And university itself was just so hard while having to deal with my MS because I didn't know what my MS was going to do to me. And it even came to points where I had the hardest time walking to classes because I couldn't walk for more than 1 minute, and having to be told that, you know what, Pree, you have to go all the way to Sally Horsfall. That was one of the buildings. That would always give me anxiety. Like I had this one class in that building last year, and that gave me so much anxiety because it's not a far walk from the station, but like, at least where I would get off at, but it's like it was a long walk for me because what would take someone to walk across the street in like 10 seconds would take me like a minute or maybe even 2. Like guys, it was that bad. I just really started to freak out because I was like, oh my god, like what if Ryerson actually canceled convocation? And I was actually telling my dad about this too, and I told my dad, and my dad's like, oh, like, this is what you call men. Like, men, I guess they just don't care. But to me, I really cared, okay? I thought my dad would have more of a reaction, but he just didn't because he knew I was going to graduate regardless. But, like, it was just really annoying because I just wanted someone to cry to, and I didn't have anyone to cry to because no one, I don't know. I don't know, with this whole COVID going around, like, there's no one to cry to at this point. Like, even if you wanted to cry today, it's, like, too bad. Just cry to your bed. I honestly knew that I was going to get a diploma regardless if I did or didn't have a convocation, but I just wanted a convocation as well because I worked so hard for this moment, and it's like a milestone, and it's like I didn't want this milestone to be cancelled, and I wanted to have that moment, like I really did. Convocation would literally be celebrating my achievement of getting my degree, and that's what I wanted because I know I struggled a lot in university with my MS. And I'm so surprised that all I really had to do was stay back a year just to get that degree. I mean, I haven't even got my degree yet, but I'm almost done university. I'm doing my last semester. I'll be done April 18th. That's my last exam, or that's my only exam really. But with all that stress of not having a convocation, it turns out that I do have one, but it says that I'm going to have a convocation for fall 2020. Which I'm okay with, and maybe things may change. I don't know, we'll see how COVID turns out for us. I genuinely feel like convocation would literally give me that happiness that I was even able to walk over to literally get my diploma. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know when the scariest thing happens to you and then the complete opposite ends up happening, and then you just start like valuing that moment even more? Like, that's what I was literally feeling with convocation. 3 years ago, I really did believe that my ass was going to end up on a wheelchair because, guys, I couldn't walk the moment I stood up, and that was the most terrifying thing for me ever because I obviously didn't know what was going on with me. My body just shutting down on me, and I didn't know why. So the second thing I really wanted to talk about that was honestly really exciting for me was that in December of 2019, so last year, I applied for Teachers College. My last 2 placements were in a Toronto District School Board, and I loved them. My 3rd year placement was in my first TDSB school I was in. That was good, don't get me wrong, but my 4th year placement was also in a TDSB school, so Toronto District School Board, and that was my absolute favorite. Like, I loved that placement so much. So what I literally did was I kind of created a book once again, and I labeled everything from activity number 1. I think it goes up to activity number 16. I basically have been implementing one activity every single time I went to placement, and every activity I have implemented, I've literally taken a picture of everything, and this was my way to document everything. And I just basically just labeled it at the sides because you guys should know me by now. I love labeling everything. And yeah, this was really cute. It wasn't until that moment where I realized that, you know what, Pree, maybe teacher's college is for you. But then again, guys, I don't know if I mentioned this before. I don't know what I'm doing with my life right now. Like, I love being around kids. But then again, I don't want to, like the way I think about it is I don't want to have my own child and then just be annoyed with them because I've been dealing with too many kids. Like, you know what I mean? But then again, guys, if I to be honest with you, I don't even know if I want any kids ever. So I accepted one of them, like literally, I think it was about last week. And the one that I accepted that I really wanted to talk about, because guys, I really didn't think I was going to get this, but let me show it to you guys. Put it on my board because I have a board over there where I have all of like these important things that mean a lot to me, and I put my acceptance letter on that board because it did make me really happy. And I also put my freaking Sunnybrook prescription on that board because I was really prescribed prednisone, which is a steroid, when my doctor told me I was having a relapse. And this was literally, what day was this? This was September 17th of last year, and I just didn't end up taking it because I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do this myself. And I did, because my relapse somehow just disappeared a week later. This is my York University little acceptance letter, which I was so happy about. But this wasn't even just York University, guys. So I applied to York University, yes, but I also applied to York University and Ryerson. Both of these two universities have a joint, I guess you could say a joint program. They call it the Ryerson ECS B.Ed program. And with this program, in Canada, Teachers College is 2 years, but with this Ryerson and York B.Ed program, Teachers College is literally only 1 year. But the only tricky part about this is the fact that this program only accepts 45 people in the Early Childhood Studies program at Ryerson. And that's tricky because there are smart people in the program, right? And I genuinely thought wasn't going to get it. Like, they were looking at grades and they were looking at experience, and I knew very well that I had that, but I don't know, just MS has put me on edge with so many things that I've just wanted to accomplish, that I never once thought that I'd get this acceptance letter from freaking Ryerson in York. It literally starts May 4th of this year all the way to July of next year, 2021. And that's literally, like, when you think about it, it's literally next month. But with the whole COVID going on, I think it's actually going to get in the way, but hopefully they can just figure something out and do stuff online, because we've actually been having class online as well. I'm currently taking 5 courses. 3 of them are already online. 2 of them weren't online, but now they are. And it's not making a huge difference for me, really. But yeah, I think it's in a sense better because I feel like there's a lot more writing papers, and I like writing papers because it comes easier to me, because with exams, yeah, for the life of me, I can't remember anything. I got this letter. I was like, oh, York University is probably reassuring me that I got accepted to the program. Whatever, that's great. When I told my sister, you know, about this letter, my sister asked me, she was like, Pree, which one did you get accepted to? Did you get accepted to the Teachers College for York University, or did you get accepted to the Teachers College for York and Ryerson University, the one that you thought you weren't going to get? And that was the moment where I sent her a screenshot, and I didn't even bother reading it again at this point because I already knew I got accepted to York. So I was like, I got accepted, I don't care about anything else, you know what I mean? Because I had the mentality that I only got accepted to York University, and I just had this like mentality that I was going to be in Teachers College for 2 years. But no, I read this letter again, and you know what this letter literally said? It said my name, and then it said, on behalf of the Faculty of Education Admissions Committee, I am very pleased to offer you admission to the consecutive Bachelor of Education, Ryerson University Early Childhood Studies BA cohort, primary junior certificate program. And guys, I'm not even gonna lie, even while reading this one sentence, I only read half that sentence. And I was like, yeah, I got accepted to York, whatever, right? And then my sister's like, Pree, I think you got accepted to the Ryerson and York program. And I was like, hold up. And then I read it again, okay? And I was like, no, I think my sister read it wrong. And then I read it again. And when I read it again, I was like, no, I think I read it wrong. And then I read the whole letter just one more time. And even when I got, you know what literally threw me off? When it was like, they said this program is from May 4th and continues all the way to the end of July 2021. I was like, holy crap, I just got accepted to the program that I didn't think I was going to be getting accepted to. Like, this program, guys, was only accepting 45 students in the early childhood studies program at Ryerson University, and I happened to be one of the 45 students. Like, I mean, I'm also the one of the 385 people to get multiple sclerosis, but like, that's aside the point. But like, you know what I mean? I was like, ah! I got really excited. I was like, oh my god, I need to read this letter again, and I read it again, and it just made me feel so good. I was just like, oh my god, I just got something that I really did work hard for. I was aware of this program like early on last year when I should have applied for Teachers College, but I didn't, as I mentioned, I didn't finish school, right? But even at that time, like I was doing so well in school. Like 2019 was my year. I was getting 4.0s, I was getting like B pluses, like lowest grade. Like, it was amazing. I don't even know how I was able to do that. I was so excited because I was like, I don't know why it took me to read this 3 times to realize I've been waiting for like 2 years, and multiple sclerosis really didn't get in the way this time. But what got on the way? Well, COVID. So with COVID, right, universities have canceled in-person classes because, you know, we shouldn't be around a lot of people kind of thing. But our classes are online, which has been great. I'm pretty sure Teachers College is probably also going to be online, which I'm okay with. But I don't know how this is going to plan out with Teachers College, if I to be honest with you. My first placement doesn't start till September of this year anyways, so I guess that's still a lot of time until everything just slowly starts to die down, but only time can tell at this point. Like, I just can't get upset about something that I can't control. This was honestly so exciting for me. This made me so happy. Like, guys, I can't even remember the last time I was this happy for accomplishing something. And oh my god. Like, this is exactly why I also wanted convocation, because I knew that I would be convocating because I was kind of celebrating a milestone in my life, but I was also headed towards another milestone of doing Teachers College. The reason I applied for Teachers College is because my older sisters, they kind of just talked me into it because they were like, Pree, you've worked so hard working with kids, and if there's anyone who's meant to be a teacher, it's honestly you, because you honestly work so well with them. And if I be honest with you guys, I can get the most laziest kid to do their work, because you know what it literally takes for a little kid to do their work? A freaking smile. And I smile really big. I'm really like outgoing in the sense where I will speak my mind, like I really would. And yeah, so it's like with kids, it's like they always know what to expect from me. Like, I'm the teacher who always fucking has 2 buns in her hair, and I'm the teacher that dresses like this, and I'm the teacher who has pink hair and wears dark lipstick, and it's like, you can see that, right? And they just think, wow, you're so different. But it's like, they like people who are different because it's interesting to them, right? If I had to be honest with you, if I could go back in time, I'd probably go to college and do culinary school or something and learn how to do cooking stuff, because I would love to cook for people. I love cooking. Cooking makes me so happy. But the only reason I never did that is because I'm allergic to eggs, and I'm like deathly allergic. And it's like, I don't think a lot of people realize, but a lot of food does have eggs in it, which is why becoming vegan was actually really easy for me, because I've been deathly allergic to eggs since I was born, right? So for me to go from not being vegan to vegan wasn't really hard for me. Those were just like the 2 things I really wanted to talk about in this video, because it was just really exciting for me and I wanted to share that with you guys. I don't know, I just realized I never really told you guys what I was up to with my life. But yeah, so I thought I would share that because honestly part of it gave me heart attacks, and the other part of me just made me really happy, and then the other part of it I was just on my period, so I was just experiencing all of these emotions all at once, so it was just really annoying. Before I wrap up this video, the point of me even wanting to talk about this was because don't let multiple sclerosis or even something like COVID make you feel like you can't accomplish something because it's standing in your way. Like, multiple sclerosis was definitely standing in my way in university, but I got through it, and I'm almost done. Honestly, guys, I'm almost done. And as for COVID and me just moving forwards and going to teachers college, it is also standing in my way, but I'm not going to let that defeat me in a sense, you know what I mean? It's like, we have to keep fighting, like whether it being you have multiple sclerosis or you're just also going through challenges with COVID, like whatever challenges you're just going through in general, don't let that stop you from achieving what you want to achieve. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a really hard thing to say because I know I've had moments where I felt like, oh my god, I don't know if I'll ever finish university because multiple sclerosis did scare me at a point. But yeah, I just thought I should share that, and I just thought I would, I don't know, make you guys maybe feel better, not feel like giving up on something that maybe you're also working hard for. And yeah, just honestly don't let anything stand in your way, and I really think if you have that mindset and you think positive, I feel like you can do it. Message me on Instagram if you're also experiencing something similar, or if you have any thoughts behind this COVID thing. I will be posting a video every single week of this month because I feel like I will have time for that because Teachers College starts May 4th apparently. So I will be making a video every single week of this month for April. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think, or even message me on Instagram because that would be really cool. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. Check out my blog, follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Okay, I need to pee, but I'm gonna practice to hold it in. You know what I actually find that helps when I think about bread and dry foods, because it just, bread, sponges make me think of dry things, and then I don't need to pee anymore. Sponge. Like a sponge soaks up all the liquid. I don't need to pee anymore. Okay, great. In one of my courses, my professor literally told us to post our concern or like a thought that we have that we would just want to share and maybe connect with other students in the class online. And no one has actually posted anything of their concerns or the way they're feeling about things, because bear in mind that this is also a first year course that I just never took. So I literally wrote down, I am currently in my 5th year of university. I don't know if I'm even going to have a convocation because I do plan on graduating at the end of the semester. And I also said this before finding out that Ryerson was just going to reschedule, right? But I said that, and I was just expressing my concern on that end. And my professor actually emailed me back. I forgot what she said, but she said something really sweet. And I actually screenshotted it because it made me smile. It really did. And I sent it to my sister. And when I sent it to my sister, instead of getting excited for me or like thinking, oh yeah, that what the professor said was really cute, no, my sister's like, Pree, that's my best friend's sister. And I was like, oh my god. But yeah, small world.